Time to do some sketchbooks. Tour number 2. This book. This is from the previous sketchbook 1. This is when I broke up with one of the exes. I went to do an astrological photograph event. You can see the seas of the moon. You see those ones? So I did this in an astronomic urban observation of Moon, Jupiter, Saturn. This was in Parque Salvador Allende in Carabanchel, 6th of July 2019, 10:30 of the evening. This is the inverted view of the moon through a telescope. You can see the seas formed by solidified lava, Crisium and Fecunditatis. This is Jupiter and its 3 moons. And this is Saturn, as you can see. Saturn. And one of its moons of Saturn. It said that Jupiter and Saturn conjuncts symbolizes the start of, for example, when Jesus Christ was born and when the Antichrist will get born, so, as I saw from. This is practicing some lines, trying to get the same line each time, practicing curves and different shapes. This is a Kuretake pen. You have a small pen and on the other side you have a brush pen. Okay, can I put this with it? That's a Kuretake. So that's nice because you can make this kind of brush strokes with the pen, you see? It's pretty nice. This is a little practice of eyes, women faces, etc. This is a practice of shadowing, doing different values. Here is gesture drawing, done in August of 2019. Different gestures. To be relaxed sometimes. This one symbolizes it says Miss, it's like a Miss Universe band, but it says Miss You. This one I tried to make a girl, but it ended up being boys. I wasn't able to do female things. It looks like a guy. It's difficult. Sometimes when you try to draw, I was copying this. The thing is that you project yourself into the drawing, so it looks like fucking man dressed like a woman. Here I used to use the painting in order to relax when I was not feeling as good. Says it hurts, but death is not an option. It's killing himself, but it's at the same time providing life. This is some hand practice or finger practice, etc. This one I like a lot. I like the hair, etc. It's normally like this. This was August. This I was 2 months after a breakup, and I was like thinking, oh, girls suffer, but they immediately become vixens and go with another demon or whatever. And meanwhile, I'm in the middle, seeing how love drips upon me and just letting it be. Something like that. Here I drew like a girl with a universal hair or something. At the same time, the t-shirt is like a skull. This is some kind of Star Wars helmet. And this is the duality of angel and devil at the same time. Praying, suffering, good and bad at the same time. This is the misogynistic part of the male whenever, or being angry. She wants to kiss him, but he is hurt from previous. This one I like a lot. It represents when your psyche thinks that you are completely alone in the dark, and the arrows point to a place where eventually someone will appear. You see, in the distant shadow, there's someone. There's always someone for you. And it looks like my hat's red from the previous thing, so it also looks like if he has done something bad. But that's from the previous. This is some kind of singer using the drip of the previous painting. Here is some kind of fairy rising from a flower, some kind of submissive, loving, choking, something. Also looks a bit transvestite, but because it's difficult for me to do female things. This someone from a forum asked me to do his fetish. It was teeth with brackets biting something. This is representation of eyes and practicing, maybe being judged or something. And she's hiding, also maybe suffering. Maybe she has a secret and she's afraid that everyone will know. I don't know. This is an angel, fallen angel or resting angel, I don't know. The moon, crows. I like this one. This is a Kim Jong-ji anatomy class. I tried to study it. He uses a lot of positioning of the figure, etc., rotating it in the plane. This guy is a master. This is suffering, beauty, growth. It's like pouring the emotions, trying to make it grow, but nothing happens yet. It's like sudden. This is like the suffering of holding into the smallest to be able to continue. This is the other side. This symbolizes the persona, what you show others and how it's killing your inner self or your true self. This is when the ego realizes that. I don't know what this symbolizes. As I've said other times, I like how it looks from the other side. This was based on a picture on WhatsApp of the mother of my ex. This is her child, the daughter of her daughter. And it's like looking to the world with the eyes of a child, and the evil world is looking back. They're like in a train or something. This is some cross-dresser guy that asked me to paint him tying up stuff. This is his handle in Instagram. You can see both these images there. And I drew here, I think I tried to do, C85, C for his initial, 85, and CD for cross-dresser. That's what that tied up symbolizes. Because in this part I was asking people in the forum to tell me what to draw. This represents the feeling of the death of the couple, how I was feeling about our relationship ending. This one is based in my nephew that she skates, and it's like the Song of Fire and Ice. The fire on top of the ice, and this is also kind of feelings after all that. Losing the heart, but still tied up to its owner. This is some anatomy, practicing this is wrong, boobs are wrong, they're way up when they should be more falling down due to gravity. Female anatomy practice. This is for two friends. They both like photograph. She was injured. She broke her leg and she was in the hospital. And she was thinking about her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is my friend. This is based in a book, I think. The Mythos. It's like a blind king. This is like a little skeleton child with girl heads as balloons. I drew this as an exercise, 5-minute drawing. This more or less symbolizes everything around TikTok and such, and the horror social networking of these days, saying girls just want to have fun. Here I was starting to understand the misogyny better and understand them. Here also the suffering of an angel being looked upon the Trinity. taking care of her, but at the same time she's chained. This is how I thought about my ex. I thought she was, I don't know, chained to having a daughter and etc. More girls I met up through time when I drew. I don't know whether I saw them, maybe Tinder. But yeah, I think these are Tinder girls. This one has a crown. The girl also a bit travestized. The ram. Things. Plexus in hands. Here I really try to improve the hands. Doing the box, etc. A box, and then the things that I should keep on practicing it. This is fighting the shadow part of oneself. Maybe the ego growing from the encounter of the shadow. This is some kind of cat girl. This is like a Disney Beauty and the Beast, but the beauty is the beast. And the moon is making her rise. This is another girl I saw in some place, some other thing I drew. Death dances at her own pace. This I saw another girl like this and I drew something like this. Also I saw this image, I drew it. This other girl, it's like a submissive kind of vampiresque kind of thing. This other girl, like kind of pet play kind of sub. This is another sub, holding like a string of something. Another one, some kind of tiger type of thing. I forgive you, my child. It's like when you project the good of your anima into the anima is the positive, is the female traits inside a male, and animus is the male traits inside a female. So this is like, I forgive you, my child, for having seen you as positive of myself and not seeing your negatives, or the negatives I also have. So it's like sanctification of the errors that I didn't want to see, just because I was making her perfect or something. This is another kind of dominatrix or something. This is another girl I saw, which I painted. I like connecting with them this way. It's like when I was alone, it's like I saw girls this way. Another girl in her picture. Another Tinder match. Another Tinder match. She was British. Another Tinder match. This girl was hurt because her previous boyfriend, she independized and went independent to her own house, and he didn't want to, he got afraid of commitment, and I think she got really hurt. This is her with her dogs. Some couple kissing. This symbolized the girl of before, like she was hurt because of watching herself before with his previous boyfriend and all the harm that she might have perceived. This is another girl I saw. It's like a kind of pet play, but it's like, now it's your time, to her master. she's eaten from the bowl and now she's telling her master that she's time to eat. Something like that. This is hug. It's good for your health. They're both hugging. This is another girl from a website. I put this in TikTok using something I have there. I drew this with a rubber and it went a little bit viral. Let me see if I have it here. Yeah, it's this one. With this, you press here and you can draw highlights. So yeah. This other girl I saw in another website. This is one guy that told me if I could draw him and his girlfriend, but I wasn't able to draw her girlfriend as legit as she was, and he didn't like it. This was another girl I met. Wish you were here. I just fell in love with this random girl also. This is a name I drew. Another girl I fell for had this avatar. She was Pisces, I think. I don't know. Not sure. And this is other girl from the forum. Her dog. Because I think her dog was blind, and it's like, you make me happy even though I cannot see you, but I would love to. The stupid things. I see you. This is another girl I met. I drew this for her. Also this is kind of anime kind of thing. This is some guy that won something in a forum and I drew him his avatar for him. This is some stupid practice. Nothing here. Interesting. This is the friend of an influencer I met. By the way, I still have your Netflix account, thank you. And they were both in the sofa and I drew them. This is something like a dog. Let's play 366 days of you. I really fall for girls. This is when I was drawing and painting Warhammer, trying to see different color combinations, how it would look. And those little ghosts. This is another girl I met who also broke my heart a little bit. She's like going towards the sea to meet his whatever. This is Soy 1X. It's the first picture she sent me. This was nice. It's like when we were seeing the shadow part of Carl Jung and integrating Matrix. Another picture of her. This one's nice. It has good shadowing and it's good. More pictures. This is another friend. Or based in another friend. This says all the people imagine. Because I think she suffers a lot. This is images of the subconscious into the conscious realm. Here it says, oops, this, that's it. Sometimes as the images projected into my vigil state of consciousness from my unconscious, I present you this friend. And this friend here, I saw him, let me see where, I don't recall exactly where. This is the background of my phone. In some place around here that I cannot see now. Each time I see this picture, I see a different image. Sometimes I see now here, I see the fish. You see it? It's like the Leviathan going to fight the other, because what is it called? This is the big monster of the sea against the big monster of the land. That's what I see now. And because I just saw a video about Carla, that's why. More line practices. This is really a representation of the dependency of judgment and criticism and how I felt and suffered my bed when I was little and my friends gathered in order to criticize a lot of things about me that I didn't like and that I did, and I just flew away. So that's like when you, I don't know, it's like the death of the tribe when they throw you away, something like that. But I learned a lot. This is the circle practice. You make circles and you try to draw faces. Some volume practice, drawing the hands with the pentagon. And this is the last picture I did. This is a girl that I met in a platform. She had this thing, just a friend. And we have to keep going. And this was TikTok thing that said, try to put it without crossing the lines. You have to think outside the box. So, okay. So that's sketchbook number 2. Hope you like it. Leave a comment, say you like it.